Please welcome our Chief Hospitality Officer and our site GM, Bruce Grobetti.
Good morning, everyone. It is a thrill and an honor to welcome all of you. You're sitting in these seats for the very first time. There's a lot of firsts today, and a lot of us started here back during the winter months and never thought spring would come. But spring has come and summer is here. So what an honor to be standing here with you all. First, I want to thank, we have many government officials in the room. I know Gillian will introduce our government officials as we get moving through the program. You've taken a lot of time out of your busy day to share this day with us. This is the third International Day of Yoga. It's also the first day of summer at some particular time today. I know it's the first day of summer, didn't check the time. But the beauty about that is Dr. Chandra's vision was to make sure June 21 that we would be standing here today. 3 years ago, we broke ground. I wasn't here when we broke ground, but for those of you who were here with the shovel, it's pretty wild to see what has been built, what we just showed in the video. I have to put a personal note to thank Dr. Chandra, because to me, when I think of revitalization and what we'll be offering literally to the world as they come through our doors and understand who we are and what we offer from a total wellness experience, it began with a partnership, what great things can happen between public and private partnerships. To think of Sullivan County, I'm the kid who grew up on the other side of Slide Mountain. If you know Ulster County, I grew up between Big Indian and Phoenicia with a little 30-room motel my parents had, and a restaurant. And good friends would always say, the Catskills, I still remember a quote. His name was Rudy Frank. He was our plumber. And Rudy used to say, until the day my parents left, the Catskills, what a beautiful place to live, a hard place to make a living. And for those of you who know a lot about the Catskills, like I do, grew up in the 1970s with the oil recessions where we had to drive on odd and even days depending on your license plate. To watch the revitalization of this part of the Catskills, to be on these sacred resort grounds of Kutcher's, a place I used to admire as a kid, looking up to Grossinger's and Kutcher's and Concord, and to be here is really a thrill for me personally, a thrill for the entire staff. So as we talk about revitalization, we have over 140 employees already here with us. We're going to grow to over 200 employees, and we're excited to get going. With what we offer, you saw an incredible demonstration in terms of the combination of naturopathy and Ayurveda and yoga and hydrotherapies and acupuncture. The New York Times said it best. For those of you who caught the New York Times on Sunday, June 3rd, about 3 weeks ago, we were part of this incredible class of global, not resorts or hotels, but wellness centers. The 21st century wellness movement, summarized best by the New York Times, who said the spa has left the building. And that's so true. The spa has literally left the building. You know, our guests, our luxury travelers are always looking for the what's next. The experience is the social currency. We welcome guests from all over the world who literally have the most incredible homes, the most incredible cars, the most incredible careers. So it's the experience that they love to tell their friends. Our guests have been pampered for the last 40 years as spas and wellness centers have grown. They're always looking for what's next. And when you look at the wellness trend, it's about transformative. It's about experiential. It's about taking the experience home with you. When you think of an incredible spa experience, and I've been with spas, I was most recently in Sedona, Arizona, at Enchantment Resort in Miami. We pamper guests. And that's exactly what the article said. We pamper you, we take great care of you in the wellness and spa world. But in the end, it's very surface. Not superficial, but surface. And it wears off. Right? It wears off. And the idea here is that it doesn't wear off. It's a place to start over or to maintain your vitality or gain your vitality back. And that's the thrill. And to bring the outdoors of the Catskills in, to combine the two, the incredible indoor wellness with what the Catskills have to offer. You put them all together, and it's an opportunity for us as humans to park our stress. And then when we go back to our stressful lives, we have a new way of living in terms of it's all about the food we put in. And you saw Gaurav Naveen featured. And food and beverage will be a huge part of the program. Whether you detox and start with warm water and honey, literally, and then move your way back to raw foods and then focus on fish and vegetarian, you'll never have a taste for fast food again. That's the goal, to change the way we eat. We had acupuncture this past weekend. I still haven't done it. I think I'm a believer when someone who's told me they've smoked for 30 years, they haven't had a taste for a cigarette since Saturday. So it's pretty phenomenal. So sit back. We've got a great program. We're excited that you're here. And I'm going to give the stage back to Gillian.
So an undertaking like this really takes a vision, but it also takes a village. And we are welcoming to this stage, representing Congressman John Faso, Mr. Ryan McAllister.
Thank you so much. My name is Ryan McAllister. I am Congressman John Faso's District Director. The Congressman is in Washington today and apologizes for not being able to be here. As you probably know, there's some very important votes occurring today. But he did ask me to come and read a letter that he wrote on behalf of today's occasion. Dear Dr. Chandra, it is with great pleasure that I take this opportunity to congratulate you on the occasion of the grand opening of YO1 Luxury Nature Cure. In upstate New York, one-of-a-kind businesses like YO1 are a critical part of our local identity and make great contributions to our vibrant economy. Since breaking ground in 2015, I have watched this venture grow into a premier health and wellness center in Sullivan County, and I wish to extend my sincerest thanks for your continued drive and passion. YO1 is truly a testament to your commitment and determination, as its tranquil location and the variety of services offered creates unique experiences for guests. I'm encouraged that your wellness resort will not only serve as a beacon of health within the community, but will also stimulate the local economy, creating jobs and engaging other businesses within the area and attracting visitors from all over. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to watching the continued growth of YO1 in years to come, and our office will always be of assistance if you ever need it. Again, congratulations.
Representing Governor Andrew Cuomo, please welcome to this stage Ross Levi.
I guess I'm Ross Levi today.
Well, then you have to wait. I was just informed that he's in the building, but let's not move time along. Great. So, then, our next guest is the Democratic member of the New York State Assembly representing the 100th District. She has been instrumental in helping YO1 come to fruition. We are so grateful for her guidance and support. So now, please welcome on behalf of Governor Cuomo, Aileen Gunther.
It's okay. That's okay. I'm just glad to be here.
We're glad to have you.
So, good morning, and thank you all for coming today. It is so incredible to be here with you and celebrate the grand opening of YO1 Luxury Nature Cure. I like to think that this retreat center is helping to bring youth and energy not only to its guests, but to our whole area. And right now, I'm going to read a letter from our governor, Governor Cuomo. He wishes he could be here today, but he sent me instead. YO1 Luxury Cure Catskills. It is a pleasure to send greetings to everyone gathered for the grand opening of the YO1 Luxury Nature Cure at the Catskills. Today, you officially open this beautiful new health and wellness facility, the first of its kind in the United States. As you begin welcoming clients, you have come to enjoy your many restorative therapies and amenities. Situated amidst 1,300 acres of pine forest and meadow alongside the tranquil Bailey Lake, this luxury resort will offer personalized wellness plans including yoga, physiotherapy, acupuncture, and nutritional programs to rejuvenate people, restore their immune system, and stimulate their body's self-healing. YO1 Luxury Nature Cure will be an attractive and important addition to the village of Monticello, the town of Thompson, and Sullivan County. On behalf of all New Yorkers, I commend the vision and efforts of all those affiliated with YO1 Luxury Nature Cure at the Catskills, including the Prime Minister of India, the Honorable Narendra Modi, Essel Group, Dr. Subhash, Chandra. Innovative business and exciting projects like YO1 are key to fueling our economic engine, generating excellent jobs and good services. Congratulations on opening this terrific enterprise in the beautiful Catskill Mountains of upstate New York. With warm regard and best wishes for much success ahead, sincerely, Andrew Cuomo, Governor of the State of New York.
This local community has been so receptive to YO1 and to Dr. Chandra's vision. I'm now welcoming to the stage District 6 Legislative Chairman of Sullivan County, Luis Alvarez. I'm following you.
I didn't even realize that. Good morning. Morning to everybody. What an honor and what a pleasure to be here and speak to you. As you may all know, I'm Puerto Rican. So when I first saw YO1, and I just finished seeing the video, and this is the first time I saw the video, it doesn't matter what I wrote in my speech, I just realized something. Looking at it, yo uno. You know, and it really is the principle of what you're doing. But you're saying when you walk through the doors, you're number one. We're going to cater to you, but it seems to be like you wrote this for us. You know, for most of you who know me for many years, and I worked for the Sheriff's Office, and I said it many, many, many times, I've been honored for working for the county for so many years and even getting paid to drive around the county and see the beauty and magnificent how Sullivan County is. And for many years, I used to watch behind here. There used to be a trailer park, the Bailey Park, and people used to come there. And I also worked for Kutcher's for many years, but people used to come and just sit there and enjoy the lake and enjoy the peace of Sullivan County. But if you look at the history of Sullivan County, and I'm from Liberty, which is district number 6, all the way down to 1894, when Dr. Loomis came for the first time to Sullivan County and established the Loomis Center for people who were having tuberculosis and they were sick. And they were telling them, come to Sullivan County to get healthy. Now you got YO1, come to Sullivan County to get healthy. Seeing this building here, and I was here at the first time when the shoveling, and we came here and walked around, and I was amazed looking at the building as they were building it and they were constructing it. And I sit around and I'm like, God, it's really going to be able, are they able to finish it? And now I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. We're famous, very famous for that. And like in 1926, Charles Atlas came to Sullivan County looking for the fresh air. Many, many people, the history of Sullivan County is geared to that particular thing, and honored that you thought about us that way, that you looked at what we are, that you put this building here, that you're bringing and open for people to be employed. At one particular time, Sullivan County had 538 hotels, and most of them operated for more than 100 years. seeing this Will Center come back again, is seeing Sullivan County again going back to his roots, his back in what Sullivan County meant to a lot of people. And I always remember when I was, first time I came to the state of New York, and I lived up here, my sister lived in the city. And everybody in New York City used to say, you're going up to Sullivan County. You're going upstate New York. You're going to breathe fresh air. You're going to rejuvenate yourself. You're going to make yourself younger. And this is what we are. And honor, appreciation, welcome to Sullivan County. Your second home. We're here for you anytime you need us. Thank you so much.
Next to the stage, Iris Steingart of the Industrial Development Agency and legislator.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this incredible place. I'm Iris Steingart, Sullivan County Legislator for District 8, the district in which this astoundingly beautiful project sits. I would like to thank Dr. Chandra for selecting Sullivan County to build the YO1 Wellness Center. Thank you. Although I realize that Sullivan County was not the only choice he had, I strongly believe that it's the best location for many reasons. Our natural beauty and legendary history of hospitality make us a perfect home for a wellness retreat. But just as important is our understanding of economic development and the needs for any developer to realize long-term success. The county and its economic agencies well understand those needs and are here to make sure that YO1 Center is a model of successful enterprise. I would be remiss if I didn't thank the agency that helped make YO1 Wellness Center a reality. The County of Sullivan Industrial Agency, the Partnership for Economic Development, the Sullivan County Visitors Association, the Sullivan County Government's Division of Planning and Community Development, our Center for Workforce Development, and the Sullivan County Chamber of Commerce. I particularly want to thank IDA Attorney Walter Garigliano, who went above and beyond to ensure an entire county aided Dr. Chandra in realizing his dream. Look around, not just at YO1, but Resorts World Catskill Casino, the coming indoor water park, the vibrancy of the downtowns, and the resurgence of our area as a major world-class destination. You can see, and will continue to see, that Sullivan County is 100% behind helping making economic development and investments ever easier and more profitable. Thank you.
It's the nature of the vote. We didn't expect to have him, but we are so fortunate today to welcome Senator John Banachek.
First of all, good morning. I'm here to congratulate YO1 on this beautiful facility. And I was thinking that, it's here to strengthen the body, the mind, and the spirit. Boy, elected officials from New York City and Albany should all come here. I want you to know that. And not only that, we're going to have Legoland in Orange County. So just imagine the parents dealing with their children in Legoland for a full day. They're going to come another hour to your place to unstress. Really, that's what's going to happen. But I will tell you that Sullivan County is a place of beauty, serenity, and now a mecca for wellness. And you picked the right county, close proximity to 10 million people, and less than a 2-hour car ride to come up here. So I think you have all the ingredients to be very successful. You will find that the people in Sullivan County will be wonderful neighbors, and the people in government will be wonderful partners. Thank you very much.
So local politicians, state-level politicians, and now we reach out to people who wear multi-billed hats. Do you know what I'm talking about? Each role, you just change the bill. Mr. Collodi is the chairman of the Nassau County Human Rights Commission and the Nassau Health Corp, but more importantly, he is a close and dear friend of our chairman, Dr. Chandra. Please welcome Bobby K. Collodi.
Good morning. And you see I have no hat, okay? How about join me what the Senate and Assembly did yesterday with the help of my dear friend, brother from another mother, actually two of them, Assemblyman Andy Raya, Deputy Speaker Phil Ramos, and Honorable Senator Bonasek, and the leadership of the Republican senators in the Senate, and my new friend, Assemblywoman Gunther. How about join me to have a big, big welcome, a standing ovation, and I didn't forget my comptroller, okay? He's actually real, my brother. A standing ovation with applause, but the Senate and Assembly did, welcoming Dr. Subhash Chandra's investment, creating job, and also let him know how we New Yorkers really make somebody welcome. Please join me. Give a standing ovation. Thank you. So, thank you so much. You guys are better than I thought. You know, people say a lot of things, politicians say a lot of things. When come to deliver, very few people keep their promises. It happened to be coincidence. He happened to be a politician, but above all, he's a good humanitarian, and that's what made me so proud to join you, Dr. Chandra, on this venture that you have. It's going to be success, there's no doubt about it, because they say, if you make it in New York, you make it everywhere. In your case, you already made it everywhere, and how you are not going to make it in New York? So the next person I'm going to introduce while you are in a cheering mood, if that's okay? See, at least you know I follow the protocol. I usually don't like to say this, but why not? But the heck, I have the microphone. Though I don't have a formal education, I went to school only one day. That's one of the reasons I have no speech here, because I'm going to speak from my heart. The educated people, the only one who need written speeches. The one who don't go to school, they don't need it. So, you know, you meet people in politics, and we all pretend and say, you are my friend, you are so-and-so. We don't mean it. And I learned that very well while I was growing up on the street. When you say something, maybe you don't mean it, then it's better don't say it. And that's what let me, in my journey, travel after travel, all those many countries and in America. And my friend who owned a TV Asia, just sitting there, I met him when I didn't speak English at all. I mean, I still don't speak English, but that time I spoke none. And so, in that journey, I'm humble, meeting people and learning from all of them. But among them, I met a gentleman who was the youngest elected in the state, in one time at least. And he became friend. And I still remember in that day having a lunch together. I say, are you sure you want me to be your friend or you to be my friend? He said, wasn't sure, we wouldn't have set up the lunch. Usually people doubt, Senator, you know, the politicians, because that's how the system is. People don't want to believe them. They think they're all corrupt. It's no good. It's a bad profession. But then there are a people who had set an example what public servant is. And among them, one of my brother from another mother is our own state comptroller, Tom DiNapoli. And he just told me I mess up his schedule. I rearrange the circumstances, but he keep forgetting. I told him I never went to school, so if I make mistakes, it's expected. He is a real example of a public servant. He is a real example of a politician. He is a real example of a brother. He is a real example, at least in my opinion, and my opinion count for me. If somebody don't believe it, that's their problems. But I am so proud, so honored, so privileged. By the way, I have no business with the state. I want you to know. So he cannot favor me anything. And the state people can't even get you deported. So even though my friend John Faso didn't show up here, I take his class later on, okay? I want you to know. You let him know. I known him a long time. He should have been here, but we work on it. My friend, Tom DiNapoli, is the real deal. Real deal. If any one of you know him, my words, no need to say it. He is the real deal. He is the friend of the community. He is friend of New York. He is friend of everyone who come and meet him. The only sad part is about Tom DiNapoli. He don't know how to say no. It doesn't matter what cost him his time or circumstances. He stand with a friend. He stand with the community. He never lets you down. I'm honor and privilege to invite, if that's okay, I can invite our great speaker, a good friends, our comptroller, State of New York, Tom DiNapoli.
Thank you. No, please, thank you. Thank you. I stand for you, Dr. Chandra, and for all of your associates who put this wonderful center together. I want to thank my good friend Bobby Calote for that generous introduction. You thought it still was Kutcher's the way you were talking here. You know, we had a whole comedy routine going. But Bobby's a dear friend, a great leader in our home community of Long Island, and it's great to be here with fellow Long Islanders, Assembly members Ramos and Rajya. And, of course, we always respond when Bobby calls. And it is great to be here. What a great, beautiful center this is, and how proud we are of this confidence in Sullivan County and in our region. As state controller, I have the opportunity to work with many wonderful elected officials, and certainly my compliments to the local Sullivan County officials who are here, but two very special advocates for this community and good friends of mine who I've had the privilege to work with in New York State for many, many years. Your Assemblywoman, Aileen Gunther. We go way, way back. Give her another round of applause. And your wonderful State Senator, John Banasek, who is going to have more time on. You'll be here a lot, I think, right? You'll have plenty of time. Don't go to Legoland. Come here first, right? We won't talk about the casino either. But I can tell you in all seriousness, Aileen Gunther, John Bonasek have been advocating for a long period of time for investment in this part of our state, in this county, and in this region. And certainly we have tried in ways hopefully that have been helpful for New York State to keep that focus. But when you have investment coming from outside of the state, from outside of the community, and certainly giving your success as an entrepreneur and as a leader, for you to share that confidence that the Assembly member and the Senator have and the local officials have in this region gives us a great deal of hope and inspiration. It's a beautiful part of the state with wonderful people. We wish you much success here. I know this venture will be very successful for our county, for our region, for our state, and we welcome you. Thank you very much.